here is a parking lot. The businesses here in Westwood have all been low-key, but the businesses have never been over 3 stories, and so there's not a covenant saying, but basically a Westwood forum that keeps business as it is. Then off to your right is the Bank of America building, which is
the UCLA building?
The brick house.
Oh.
You see all the bricks?
Oh yes. Oh.
So all these homes in here and whatever apartments have all been no more than 3 stories like this one off to your left here. Building here. All in here are fraternities and apartment houses.
Oh yes.
Now you're entering the campus right here.
Oh, there's a campus here.
Yeah, you're entering the campus. Off to your left and to your right. To your right is the parking lot for UCLA Medical Center. This is the 200 Medical Plaza.
Oh yes.
So you're going into where the doctors.
That's Dr. James Collins.
Yeah, this is the equipment room for all of the computers in here. The 2 units that are here in the clinic.
It's incredible.
And here are the 2 consoles for the discs that we record. And off to your right there is the dictations that are connected on the computer. And over to your right is also the information for each one of them being logged in as being done.
Oh yes?
Yeah.
Oh.
And on to your right are the storage bins for all the patients that are in the last 2 years that you see sitting there.
There's a lot of database here.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
And all I've done is just to insert one of my discs so I can bring up my pages.
Well, certainly it's impressive.
5 Thoracic Sigma unit. It's 5.5, 5.7 software.
Yes?
Yeah. We have 2 of them here. The other one on the other end is called the LAX. That's the latest unit, which is down on the end down.
So basically you're interpreting what you took.
Well, this is last night. Things that I did last night.
Oh yes.
Hey,
Marcus?
Hey, Dr. Collins, how you doing?
Hey, come here. Right through here it's sort of gray. And through here is a mixture. Mark, this is Dr. Nabono. Mark.
Mark.
Yeah, you too.
So right here is where she has an obstruction.
Oh yes.
So I promised him to make this a little larger, show the point that she has pathology. So to do this, there has been so you got your landmarks.
Yes.
This is the supraspinatus muscle. This is the superior suprascapular nerve. So SUP is your landmark, the supraspinatus. And right here is the subclavian vein. See how the size of it is?
The other side
It's
is
markedly narrowed here. Did some saves, screen saves. I did 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to save them.
Very informative.
This is the way you prove you were here. You got your CME.
Ah, that was great. That is very great.
And come on, optical.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So we've done that. I got to tell Mark I got to go, and I'll be back. All right?
Well,
Because we have to go.
that was
rounds.
very informative. I must say, highly sophisticated equipment you have here, JD.
Well, you have to know how to work the equipment.
No, thank you very much.
Come on, let's go.
So, JD, this part of the building is.
What?
This part of the building is.
This is the zoology building. This is
Zoology
biology.
building.
And the logo is still up there for zoology. And it's now called biology. I taught here, did my histology when I broke my leg.
Oh.
Behind those windows there, I had a job in the department to do histology for part of my football awards.
Campus.
And what you're going to see off to your left is going to be the mathematics building.
Mathematics building. This campus inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is UCLA. All the undergraduates. I'm coming, JD. That's JD calling me.
Pretoria,
Pretoria.
and he suffered through all the things that you and I both know about. Dr. Berky Nelson, this is his office, Greg.
Please to meet you, Dr.
He's in
Nelson.
charge of student programming.
Yes.
He's the one that fights all the riots and all kind of stuff. Tell him who you are, Greg. I mean, Ward.
Oh, the camera?
Yeah, tell him.
I work with the student media on campus. I kind of do what Berky does, except I work with the student media organizations.
But you got Buddha head in you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Nelson.
That's
Nice to
the
meet you.
UCLA brewer.
my mother.
Hey, fantastic.
Yeah, this is what he produces.
Oh yes.
Every
Oh,
day.
that's a daily. Is that
Yes.
the publication of UCLA?
That's right.
Yes.
Every day.
Okay. Oh, that's
One of the
great.
very best in the
So how'd
country.
your dad marry your
Oh.
mom? Met her and,
Military.
Oh,
He was in
super.
the Marines
yeah, well, I can
Oh,
in
tell.
the 50s.
Great,
No, I-
great. Hey.
Not the aura, but you can tell background. But you can tell the military affections placed upon you.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah, my dad was a career Marine.
Is that right? Was? Did
He
you
was.
retire?
I know, he's deceased now.
Oh, what did he
But-
do?
He worked, I don't know, I guess he started out like a lot of other black men in the 50s in
What's the
as
name
a
again?
grunt. His name was George Ward.
One. He asked where am I? That's what you want to ask him, to Berky. Berky, where am I?
Oh, Berky, where am I?
You are in the Center for Student Programming, which is a student activities office. We have approximately 600 organizations that register in our office every year. And we're responsible for advising them, for helping them with their programs, writing letters of recommendation. And these students who come through here are basically the movers and the shakers of the university, and you're going to hear about them after they graduate. This is UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles. For me, it's probably the most interesting, unique university in the country because of the diversity, the location, the academics, the athletics, everything that would keep people happy. My wife works here as well. She is...
No, you have to say, who is your wife? Who?
Give him a chance, please, JD. Because you're gonna do that next. Continue, Becky. Thanks.
Okay, she is the Associate Dean of Students. She's been here.
Would you say that one more time, sir?
Associate Dean of Students.
I got it loud and clear. That's good.
And at any rate, that's part of what she does. And as her husband, I have an opportunity to carry her bags through these different sites. And on occasions, I give some seminars that help students learn more about diversity and how they can become more effective in life's work if they have comprehension and understanding how to work in a diversified world. So it's been a great deal of fun.
Oh, Vic, it's been great talking to you, and certainly I would love to facilitate in establishing a chapter between the Golden Key and our university, the Medical University of Southern Africa, which has come aboard in the last 6 years of our democratic establishment in South Africa, and of course facilitate with other existing universities as well in South Africa. And it's been great, and thank you very much for the honor of being here.
You're not finished.
And yes,
Yep. Now you have to understand his background. Don't you want to know something about his
that'd be
background?
nice, of course.
Well, why don't you ask him something about
Okay.
his background?
Would appreciate,
What university did he come from?
yes please.
Well, okay. My undergraduate school was a place called Westchester in Pennsylvania, where I wanted to become a school teacher. And my senior year, I realized I did not know anywhere near enough to satisfy me as far as my academic background was concerned. So I went to the University of Pennsylvania, acquired a master's degree in history, taught 4 years in public schools, went back to the University of Pennsylvania and received a doctorate in history. And it's allowed me to understand reality from a historical perspective. Currently, I am writing a book that is called The Rise and Fall of Modern Black Leadership, 1890 to the present. And the purpose of the book is to show how people who work hard and become middle class become very complacent, and they have less of an interest to help people who are disadvantaged. And my goal in life, what years I have left, is to help everyone possible, and particularly those who are disadvantaged, gain access to education, gain access to decent jobs, so that they will have a chance to make their contribution for themselves, for their family, and for the state and nation. And of course, I'm befriended here with Dr. Collins, because Dr. Collins and I think along the same lines, because he and I both realized that we had to work hard to come up, and we don't want to have students reinvent the wheel. I want them to get on the foundations that we've established, so that for the subsequent generations, they will be able to excel much easier than we did. And I think that this whole idea of evolution from people who are racially disadvantaged, culturally disadvantaged, or disadvantaged in any way, be it gender or nationality, that there's an understanding that if you do make it, there's an obligation for you to put down your hand and help somebody else, because that helps society as a whole. And this also is true for white people, because the better off people of color, minorities are, the better off everyone's going to be. And one of the disadvantages that we see right now here at UCLA is that white students are being disadvantaged in their education, because the numbers of minority students are not anywhere near what they should be. So there could be mutual learning and understanding. So we're going to try to do as best we can to help that along as well.
Oh, yeah.
You believe all of that?
I think you have given us an in-depth and most appreciated, absolutely.
It's a fantastic interview. Isn't there one more question you'd like to ask?
Well, I want to say thank you for allowing this opportunity.
Don't worry about me, but
And Dr. Collins is
one
a very
question.
modest
We were
person.
talking.
You're a very modest person, you're a humble person, and I want this to be recorded that it's most
Let me tell you
appreciated
something.
and very appreciated.
The most important thing he left out was something about his undergraduate days on the track.
Oh, well.
Don't you want to ask him something about it?
Well, that'd be nice, because it makes an overall person, you know.
Yes.
They say all play and no work done.
Well, the thing that I find interesting, at least for someone of my generation who has an advanced degree, is that one of the key elements in progress was not whether you were intelligent, but rather whether you had some overt abilities that garnered respect and admiration. And of course, with African Americans, the admiration came primarily through athletics. So it was fairly established that if you were black and you were male and you were in college, you didn't have to look too far to find an athlete. Well, for myself, I was a track athlete, and was able, despite going to a very small school of only a few thousand, I made the national finals in intermediate hurdles my senior year. And the time was fast enough to qualify for the Olympics. Unfortunately, this was 1961, and the Olympics were 1960. But I didn't pursue track because I wanted to work on my education. But being a gifted athlete was, to me, no great thing. It was something that was simply a means to an end. It was something that was expected, and it was something, I look back on it now, I took for granted, because in order to get ahead, that was one of the key factors.
Greg, the most important thing from this is athleticism. Is a demonstration of responsibility, the willing to execute, the willing to play the team program, the willingness to work hard to achieve a goal. And this is transcended athleticism.
Absolutely.
Into a professional life, the same scenario, the same scenes of competing on the field is competing in education and athleticism. There's no difference. But you don't know this when you're growing up. You learn it later when you're in the position to look back and say, oh, that's how it's done.
Yes.
To be a team player is to achieve. To be a rebel in your own rights is fine. But you got to play the game. And to play the game is something to be recognized.
Absolutely.
I also found that it was much easier to sit down in a room and study for 4, 7, 9, 10 hours straight. That was easy because there was no pain involved. Hey, when you practice for track or if you played football, you were physically hurting yourself. I mean, it was painful. But there was no pain associated with study. So when I decided to put my mind to studying, I found it very easy.
You never expected this, did you, Greg?
Well,
You never expected this type of scenario here.
I didn't. I feel privileged, and it's far more than I can ever expect from a visit to UCLA.
You know, your background I'm learning more about too. I think you're a hood in disguise. To tell you the truth.
Well, let me tell you one thing. Dr. Collins, you have motivated so many people. You took me around in radiology sciences, introduced me a lot of people, many whom you have taught, many people you have mentored to. All I could see was just respect. Everybody respects you. It was all done so.
You're afraid of me, that's all.
Let's talk some modest man. Berky, it's been a pleasure to be accommodated during short period of time that you have in a very busy schedule. To have us here with your old friend, Dr. Collins. For me, it's a privilege also to be able to speak to your wife, Joan, and really I hope the Golden Key organization can extend itself deep into South Africa so that everybody of different colors, of different valuations can come on board. And we hope that those people who are lagging behind in our country can be stimulated by what can be brought up by the international community and is working.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Well, this are the grounds of the University of California, UCLA. That's the new career center.
These buses are all gas operated. Propane.
Propane.
Yeah.
Stick around here. Oh, UCLA. School of Engineering.
Look over your left shoulder, Serge. Oh,
Sergio.
keep him focused, right? This is Val. Get a picture of Val.
Hello, how are you doing? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Tell him about what you're doing with Star Trek so you show the people in Africa.
Well, no, he used to work on Star
Well, tell him about what he's going to do. Val's husband, Greg.
No, he was the key grip on the two
Oh, really,
two
yeah?
television shows.
Oh, that's
Next Generation and Deep Space Nine.
oh, that's great.
But now he's in between jobs. He's off right now.
What about Chinese final?
He's he was working on a presentation series. So a new star, kind of like Star Trek.
Oh yes, oh yes. Well, very interesting indeed because Star Trek is very well followed up in South Africa.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it did.
Everybody likes Star Trek.
Very well, thank you. Nice talking to you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
South Africa?
Oh, I see.
Hi, Dr. Salas. How are you? Nice
Dr.
meeting
Sellis is a
you.
neurosurgeon,
Oh yes.
and he's doing a lot of the pallidotomies. And special neurosurgeon has to be drinking out of your cup.
He's taking a break.
Tell him what you do.
I'm
Tony.
super.
Tell him what you do. This is for South Africa.
Well, I'm Dr. Collins' best friend here in radiology. I just listen to his lessons every day. He teaches me a lot of anatomy. He's the best.
Crazy.
Well, nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you,
Thank you.
too.
That's,
Yeah.
How
you doing?
UCLA. So this was Julian Stan.
No, this is the NPI Institute,
Uh-huh.
Neuropsychiatric Institute.
And then opposite
Bill
the...
Stein is directly
Directly.
from whence we came.
Okay.
Up to the right is Elizabeth Stein. It's called Stein Plaza. You see the marble there in the middle of the island? It says Stein Plaza.
Yeah. Stein Plaza, yeah.
To keep the buildings from being obscured, the parking lot that was in between was leveled only to that level, so it would not be obscured from the view of others off campus.
Oh, yes.
And he bought off the top 5 levels of their parking lot,
Oh.
so that that would not be obscured from view by others.
The others. And then right across us?
Well, this is the Med Plaza 300. That's the neurology and rehab building. And directly in front of you to your left is the Bank of America building.
Oh, yes.
Straight away.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
The Westwood Boulevard, the street is coming up on.
Oh, yes.
And you can see the clock where you were at one time with the copper tower roof
Oh,
where we
yeah.
were initially.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
And off to your left, you can see the old Bullocks building with part of its plaster.
Yes.
And the medical students waving at you, making fun of this guy.
Oh, yes.
And Pam Boyer, who was on Arlene's show for the day. Hi, Dr. Boyer.
Oh. Radiology Center. Here's Dr. Collins. This is the MRI room. Strong magnetic waves. In there. And Dr. Collins is going to supervise the taking of this. Miss Lady.
Calcium because of the doctor.
Yeah. So did you meet Jonathan?
I just met him. He's originally from Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe?
Yes. But studied in University of Cape Town.
See, if you invite me over to give some talks, I'll come over.
Just setting up for the next one.
Sorry about the music, she couldn't have it.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, so this concludes the whole day. Beautiful and very informative tour of UCLA, Los Angeles, the kindness of Dr. James Collins. And this
All
is
those columns over there were supporting the parking lot
Uh-huh.
that's here.
from the top level 5 of Medical Plaza.
Yeah. The dormitories are over there.
Oh, yes.
See the beige building?
Uh-huh.
See the one that's sort of brownish color? That
Yes.
looks rust?
Which one? Over there?
Right over here,
Oh, yeah?
behind the trees.
Oh.
That's the Tom Bradley building.
Compared to Blvd. Okay. That's a beautiful view.
I know. The pylons are putting here for
Yeah.
support of the holes that are going to be here.
Oh, JD, thank you very much. This has been an excellent afternoon, and I thank you.
My pleasure.
Words cannot say what my heart tells me. Thanks very much indeed.
Well, to me, this is the
Oh, the view from the top. Is it the Saban building?
It's a what?
The Saban?
The Saban building's a private building. The federal building is a building off to the right.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we were talking about, me being in the federal building.
Oh, yes.
The VA building, you can't see it, but it's off to the right there. You can barely see the top of it off to
Oh,
the
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we'll drive at the other end, you can get some pictures from there.
Absolutely. So, what building is it called, JD?
This is the Peter Uberoff.
Okay.
Uberoff. This was used for the Olympic Games here on campus in 1984.
Yes.
And at this time, the hospital wasn't here. This was still a tennis court.
Oh, yes. Can you say something about that Fox Theater?
Fox Theater is the Fox, where all the premieres are here in Westwood Shrine.
Oh.
And off to your front over here, that gold copper top building. You notice the white one that stands next to it behind the brown one.
Yes.
That is the Unisys building. UCLA owns that.
Oh, yes.
And then, of course, the Oppenheimer Tower is now right where the old Truman's restaurant I told you about.
Oh, where you have to dress up.
No, where we integrated Westwood.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
The building that is green windows is the Monty's, where we all had to wear a tie to get in to eat on the top floor. Off in the background, you see that single tower way off there?
Yes.
In between, it doesn't seem to, that's the Mormon temple.
Oh, the Church of the Later Christ. So the people from Utah.
Latter-day Saints.
Latter-day Saints.
And there's the B of A, which you're seeing. There's our helicopter.
Well, we're standing on Medical Plaza of the UCLA Medical Center, 5th level. And Dr. Collins has been taking me around. It's been absolutely a great afternoon here. Yeah. Well, we're set to go. Thanks very much, JD. All set now. The veterans.
Cemetery over there. This person is blocking traffic because maybe there was something special on campus today we don't know about.
Oh, yeah.
We saw all the kids.
I noticed that.
Did you take the video out while I was talking to them?
No, I wasn't, because I was concentrating on what you were saying to them, the message that you're giving them.
I gave them a better message than the people that were with them.
Oh, definitely. And I could see that those teachers were really appreciating what you were telling them.
Is that right?
Because they were listening.
Yeah. Well, I'm good for that.
Oh, that is good.
Pleasure to be in this. I like my notebook.
You love
I
it,
gotta
huh?
get that. I gotta get it fixed. Yeah, I'm gonna get it fixed too. It's over in here. They wiped out all these homes in here. Look over behind this yellow apartment house.
Yeah.
Right in here, and you'll see where the dam was.
Oh, this is your apartment house.
These apartment houses. Back over in there. See, the dam is back
Yeah.
up in here. Right back up there.
Yeah.
The dam. Not where the oil wells were. And it flooded all down this area, down below there in the flatlands where we were living, but luckily Maloma Creek was there.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Oh, we came up here this morning. Did you end up there, ne?
Yeah, we came through.
Yeah.
We came to the left of where we're going to be here.
Wait, that's Keith, and that is
Paris,
Paris and
Patrice, and Paige.
and Patrice and
Paige.
Paige. Now, Patrice, what must I tell police I want to get back to South Africa? Oh, she's going to be excited. I'm going to tell her that. Keith, it was nice meeting you. I know it's a short time, but I felt I must come here and just say hi to all you folks.
Wonderful to see you.
Oh, great meeting you all.
I'm with you.
Listen, next time I'll give you at least some chance. Okay, kids. Bye bye for now. Bye.
See it? Tangerine?
Oh yeah, nicely covered up.
Yeah. That's a 72 Porsche, it's a 911T.
That's your baby, hey.
Oh yeah. You'll do 130 miles an hour.
Don't tell me that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's real cool, JD.
And there's my Chevrolet guy hitting the back there.
Oh, sheepers.
You see? See right here?
Oh yeah.
Where you hit the back of my car?
Oh.
That's my Nova.
That's
My
kind of
neighbor
fun, huh?
here has a Buick. That's the one I really would like to have. It's
Oh,
nice
yeah.
and clean. That was the car that my father had at English Ford, Cortina.
Oh yes.
You've seen those before.
Oh yes, these are very common in the British Empire.
They still have those?
Yeah, they still run. Yes.
It's hard to get them serviced here.
I'm sure the spare parts are also difficult to get as well.
Oh, no,
isn't
you
it?
can go up to Santa Barbara.
Is it? Huh?
Yeah. And this is my cousin's house here.
Oh yes.
They've died, but his stepkids have the house.
Oh.
So you have to direct me on Grand where we're going to go, because I don't know where you are. 8th and Grand, you said.
Yeah, on 8th and Grand.
But you might like a little of this.
Oh yes.
Hey, you know the truth about that? What do you say? Dark and light, full speed. You just call me next time you're in this country, don't you?
No, I'll do
See
so.
what you did this time.
Oh yes.
You know where I am. So this is the hotel?
Yes. Gee, that's been really great.
Hotel Stillwell.